Hey y'all, this is Social Work Tips. Y'all know it's your girl Tasha. Talk to Tasha, talk to me. I help y'all overextended women to stop working yourself to death, girl, so you can start living your life like it's golden. Whatever golden means to you. And y'all know I hit y'all every holidays because I attract you Care Bears, meaning you to go to Chick of the Family. This is another holiday weekend, so be mindful of a few things. One, in my area, the heat has really just gotten more disrespectful, meaning it's the triple digits and it is humid. Y'all know when it get hot, when it start to get in triple digits, it get humid, people start to get irritable, they start to get wild. Y'all know the country is already wild right now. So be mindful of these angry drivers, these angry folks, these last minute shoppers in the stores who get very impatient, but yet they wait to the last minute to go buy these ribs. So instead of you matching energies, be wise, because we're dealing with a lot of people that are on this stuff, as my grandma would say. And so back in the day, for some of y'all born in the 70s like me, you was raised in the 80s and 90s, where we were really groomed to do the Mayweather with the hands and the fists. We didn't pull out no heat and, 187 people. And so for us, we just don't take BS off people coming up. But now we have to be really more wise as well, because checking people during the heat and the climate of our country, it can lead to a whole 187, meaning a whole unalive situation, and we don't want that. So be mindful of those things as it relates to the climate and the energy of our country right now. Another thing I want you Care Bears to be mindful of, because we have been working on improving your boundaries and being delivered from people pleasing, which means that holiday weekend you could go to auntie, or go to mama, grandma, whatever. And so holidays are coming. Everybody in the family knows that 4th of July, Christmas, Easter, all of these holidays, Thanksgiving come every year. But what happened is people in your life mismanage your money all year long. They go on the Florida South Beach having all the fun that they believe that they deserve. We're not arguing that. But what happened is holiday season, what are they doing? They pulling up on you. Not only are they pulling up on you, they're pulling up on you empty-handed with some Fanta sodas, which is empty-handed. Ain't nothing but a bunch of sugar from the Dollar Tree sodas, okay? Then they get the people that they kick it with that like to leech off people and bring them over. And what do they say? Not only do they RSVP for a main dish, side dish, and all of this, they coming up, if they have some Fanta sodas, with their kids. Y'all know kids is out for the summer and they eat a lot, okay? That's just what they do. And then they turn around, they have another friend who claimed to be lonely, and they like, girl, what you doing for 4th of July? Oh, girl, I'm pulling up on my auntie. Oh, is it cool if I come? Because I don't deal with my family. Oh, girl, yeah, she cool. She don't mind. She got a pool. She got a barbecue pit. They have hot links, baked beans, macaroni and cheese, corn on the cob. They have the whole nine. Now, what happened is you've been doing this for so long, and you wasn't healed at that time, and you maybe, even if you had it like that financially, even before the inflation of the prices, you just love serving people, having kids, have all their Capri Sun, popsicles, unlimited supply of hot dogs, hamburgers, the whole nine. But as you are starting to be wise and healed, and you start to recognize people have used you, I want you to be mindful of that this weekend. And it's not about if they even come with a rack of ribs. It's about, do you need that kind of energy around you, sucking on you, pulling on you? Y'all know how people is. Some people, they know their kids more than anybody. They have kids that don't know how to behave themselves. They bring them over in groves, and then they come to the event expecting you not only to cook, but they want you to babysit. This is not a racial thing. I've talked to friends. I have friends from all different racial backgrounds, different ages, and across the board, Care Bears, if you're not really, really tight on your boundaries, baby, you're going to end up with holiday burnout. And some of y'all have been doing so good with your boundaries. Some of you guys have taken invitations for friends to go to their house this year, and you be the one that bring the side item. And I'm so happy for you, because now you're starting to realize that there's people God put in your life that want to be of service to you. And some of you guys are not used to that, because your friends, like for me, for example, when I invite somebody into my experience, I'm inviting them only, because I know they bring value to my life. I know that they get in the kitchen and they help out. I know that if their kids or grandkids come, I don't have to worry about if their kid going to be hanging from a chandelier and stressing me out and they not being safe and all of that stuff. Or if we around water, I don't have to worry about this person drinking too much where I got to turn around and babysit and all that drama, right? Because the weekend is yours too, Sister Care Bear. You're supposed to be relaxing. You're supposed to be, having a good time, whatever that means for you. And for some of you who decide that you don't even want all the barbecue this weekend, that's cool too. That's growth too. Honor where you are and just chill out. But really not being available to people that push up on you every holiday while they mismanage their money all year long and they push up on you because they think you're finna feed them once again, you're not going to do that. You're not going to even be lying about it. Some of y'all be telling me, well, I got to lie and tell them I ain't really doing nothing so that they won't come over. No, I want you to graduate in your truth. I want you to be able to really say, this year, I'm not allowing anybody over this year that's not on my next season journey. If they get their feelings hurt, fine. It's not their first time getting their feelings hurt. When you release your truth, Sister Care Bear, your mental wellness is going to be better. Now, God can take them and correct them in areas and reveal to them in certain areas how they always leeching off people. You're not helping the leecher by keeps telling them yes. And y'all already know the same people that's not finna pull out no ribs, they gonna bring them same pork hot dogs, which is absolutely gross to me because I can't stand pork hot dogs. I just can't stand a lot of stuff the older I get. It's just my stomach. It ain't nothing. It's just the way the digestive system go to tripping. And so the people that bring them pork and chicken hot dogs, they the same one fighting for the ribs. And y'all know ribs is expensive. Y'all know we keeps the hood over here. We keep it all the way neighborhood over here. And so you've seen this year after year after year. They're not going to help you clean the kitchen. They're not going to help you put all of the recycles where they need to go. They're not going to do none of that. If y'all the type to have adult beverages, they're not the type to fill up the ice chest. Y'all know this already. So instead of putting your weekend and hijacking your weekend dealing with that mess and making you more depressed and stressed and then financially tapped out because you undergirding the whole bill, why don't you lean into what you need, what you deserve, kick it with the people that mutually respect and support, and be done with it and celebrate that. Let me know how it works, but I usually on the holidays, I have to come in here and hit y'all with this because it's very important. Another thing I want to make y'all aware of, it just came to my mind because some things been going on. You guys know I worked in a correctional setting before, and my caseload was rapists and pedophiles. And in that experience, I've been exposed to a lot of different things that I wasn't aware of. And this is just reminders for the holiday weekend. Quit letting your kids go spend a night at folks' house. Quit letting your kids go to the bathroom. If y'all at the park this weekend, if you at such and so-and-so's house, and there's multiple different family dynamics and friends at the house, you don't know people kids. You don't know if they going through puberty and they curious, and your kids running around with their little two-piece on. They like 5, 6, 7, 10 years old or whatever. Be mindful. When your baby tell you he or she has to go pee, you make sure a trusted adult, if you're not available personally, a trusted adult, a trusted sibling, a sibling that's old enough to be able to monitor them at the bathroom. Because what I know about people that groom on kids and kind of nurture them in to kind of act on their fantasies, they study the movement of kids. Most of the attacks and assaults are not spontaneous, they're studied. And so if you kicking it for hours on end all weekend and they're studying the type that you take a whole bunch of dope drinks to the head, you halfway paying attention to your kid because you online turned up, your little kid is dipping off to the bathroom in the back of the house, all it takes is a few seconds for your child to be violated, whether they're exposed to things inappropriate or whether a sexual act is done. And y'all know the studies show that most kids who's violated sexually is from a trusted friend or family member. It's not the boogeyman that nobody knows. It's the boogeyman that you're kicking it with this weekend. And so you need to be mindful. Do not assume that another female won't assault another female. Don't assume that another male won't assault another male. The violence against kids and the molestation and the sexual violation of children right now is same-sex violations as well as adult violating kids. It can be that uncle's friend of another friend, or nephew or niece